So you know how the Japanese government always tries to create programs to help families to have kids, to actually give money to families if they have kids, all sorts of subsidies in order to fight this depopulation crisis that we have in Japan. Now, a couple of days ago, I went to this restaurant and I saw a couple with 5 kids, and the couple was really young. And so what I did is that while they were getting out of the restaurants, I approached them and I spoke to them. It's like how it is to have 5 kids. I mean, like in Japan, nobody seems to have kids. So there must be some huge problem that the other couples cannot solve that you have solved. Can you tell me what is the secret? Do you work? I was like, no, I don't work. My husband, he's a salary man. I was like, why isn't it hard to have 5 kids? You just one salary. And she's like, "Ganbatemasu," like this. That was her answer. Translates to, yeah, I just make an effort. I make an effort and I do it. This is so revealing because it doesn't really matter what the government tries to do to improve the population. Nobody has ever had kids because the government was giving them $500 a month or whatever is the subsidies they pay to families to have kids. But the government wants you to think that the government itself is necessary for you to have kids because it's trying to solve a problem that it hasn't been solved for 30 years of subsidies. But this girl, this very young girl, already had 5 kids. In her part, she's doing a lot more for the population growth than the government. And just her answer was, "Ganbatemasu." I mean, I found this fascinating. Just imagine this. If the government really wants to improve the population, why don't they just interview people like this and put them on TV every day? They have a state channel, NHK, every day. You put them on TV, you interview them, you ask them, how do you do it? Well, you can do it. They become an example. They will push them to move forward and to have kids, even if they think that they don't have enough money, they don't make enough money. So the example, it's probably the best way to convince, so to speak, Japanese to have kids, not just giving them money because it's not working. It hasn't been working for years. We have seen how recently the government raised subsidies to give birth in a clinic. And what did the clinic do? Well, they raised their price for the same amount. So, but tell me, what do you think about this subject? Because I'm really interested to know what Japanese actually think about this subject.